Hey folks, it's Julie from Blue Compass RV in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Going to give you a little rundown of the outside of this beautiful Integra Coach Aspire 44D. So when we first come up to it, you'll notice the beautiful aesthetic looking cap. It does have your 360 camera, front camera, 120-inch windshield for more visibility, and there's no center post. So you do have a rock guard bra that does protect from rocks. Adjustable mirrors, so that's going to help as you're driving down the road. You can adjust them without getting out. And you notice you have your awnings over the door and your slide outs, and it does have toppers. So it does have air and hydraulic auto leveling. And the headlights, you have your automatic day, you've got LED lows and halogen highs. And you do have a blind spot monitor on here. That's going to help you, when you're trying to traverse across the lanes, not to hit anyone. This does have a keyless entry with a doorbell. You don't see that too often. And it's got a Sikkens full body paint job, of course. The decals on here are beautiful for a beautiful aesthetic. So you've got your wine guard, your DirecTV, Starlink prep. So this is a steerable tag axle. It gives you 17% better turning radius. And up top, we do have a 200 amp solar that will trickle your house batteries. This is going to give you a 5-inch floor and 2.5-inch thick walls, triple laminated. It's got styrofoam and Reflectix. It's going to help keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Has an automatic transfer switch when you go from a generator to a shore. So let's go through all the compartments and see what's here. Independent front suspension. That's going to help you easy steering assist. It's got an air leveling system with compressed air. And instead of the slam latch, you're going to have push button latch compartments. And so this has a 4.8 rear axle. That ratio is great because you're going to have less work on the engine, a lot more torque on takeoff, accelerator, more towing power, and the final drive ratio. So it's the drive shaft versus the wheel. They take the teeth, the pinion gear divided by the ring gear, that gives you the 4.88. So high low end torque, and you're going to have a little bit less fuel mileage but more RPM. So let's go door to door. Just trying to think if I forgot anything to say. So of course you got Michelin tires, and with that gear ratio it's going to help with the extra large tires. Beautiful, I'm calling them, I don't know if brushed aluminum. So in your first compartment bay, it is carpeted. If you have anything that you want to protect from scratching, that would be nice. A little remote control, looks like a cigarette lighter. And these are your electronic door openers. They are lockable. So this is a MORRIDE pull-out. It pulls out on either side. Dual operation. You got an extra screen and an air hose there. A little bit of LED lights in there so you can see, and some extra outlets. Here's your pass-through. Great amount of space. So of course that raised rail is helping with the extra space. There's your Shark vacuum. You've got your inverter. And here you have, looks like reset buttons for all your components. 30 amp solar controller. And your disconnect. Here's your city water. Potable water fill. Your tag axle, which I mentioned was steerable. You can actually see this tire is a little bit already turned. More signal lights directional, so you can see that the windows are sleek, gasketless. That adds to the aesthetic. And the toppers help keep leaves and everything off, so you don't have to clean that and get that yucky water up there. Helps with leaks. You do have a rain diverter. Up here helps divert the rain off the roof. And then here you have your DEF. That is a urea It helps burn off all the carbon and emissions. I think you should fill that about once every 5 fuel fills, if I'm not mistaken. 2 house batteries. And you've got your air dryer. That's going to help keep water out of your airlines. And you've got your disconnects there. So you've got your little button here to open up the rear engine compartment. And you've got your rear camera. So what's in here? You're gonna have your water separator air filter right here. So you have a 15,000 pound hitch, your 7-way plug, and you do have an extra air chuck for a towable vehicle if you want to take a little tag along with you. Got the nice mud flaps drop down. So this does have a side oriented radiator that helps keep debris off of it, a little bit more breathability with the fins. There's one of your fuel fills. It is a dual fuel fill. I believe this is your macerator dump station. Of course, you got your wet station. It does have a water filter on there, front spray port, hot and cold water, a retractable reel, and your macerator buttons and your gray and black holding tank buttons there. Underneath this slide, you're going to have your Aqua Hot 400D. That's going to help with your heating, with your furnace and your hot water. And it's got the surge protector, so as you vacillate back and forth between shore power and generator, you don't have to worry about any power surges. Another pass-through. And you've got your central vac right there. Dirt devil. Over here is the other side of your MORRIDE pull-out. And in here, you're going to have your water softener prep. That'll help keep lime and calcium buildup, things like that. Here's one of your dual fuel fills. And you've got your smart leveling system here with your fuses. Got a little light in there for nighttime. What have I missed? Anyway, great unit. Give you an overview of that. So it's got a 3-stage engine brake, like a Jake brake. Oh, and the brakes, they are front, rear, and tag, disc, drum, and drum. Oh, what else am I missing? Well, your slides are rack and pinion, so that's good. It's got the teeth under there. Call Julie. Blue Compass RV in Duncan, South Carolina.